Yo, it's your man with the plan, Marx Lars here. Here reacting to the Teyvat chapter interlude teaser, The God's Limits. So I heard that this is a very lore-heavy trailer, and honestly, I'm moderately knowledgeable about the lore. I haven't gone to. I used to watch videos a lot on the early lore. The later lore, I'm not so sure, and I haven't even done Skirk's quest either, so I haven't even seen Sociology at all. I'm pretty sure from what I heard from my friend, it sounds like he might show up in Skirk's side quest. So I feel like my later Genshin Impact lore lodge is not as good as my early, but I'm guessing if we're talking about the gods, I don't know. The principle, the heavenly principles, the shades. I don't know what's going to show up in here. There's so many lore characters between Conria, the shades, and the principles, or the principle. I can't remember if the principle is one being or multiple. But it's just a lot of lore, and honestly, I might get some things wrong here. I might get some things right here, so don't beat me up for it. I'm just kind of in here for the ride, and I need to catch up on the lore anyway. So, all right, everybody. With that disclaimer out the way, let's get started. All right, what we got here? Who is that? Whoa, what the hell? Who is that? That looks the most realistic person I've seen in Genshin Impact.
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason.
What the
For
hell?
none are born by their own consent. Death abides.
Oh,
no
whoa,
reason,
that's whatchamacallit, Girl,
for it
whatever, I forgot her
cannot be
name.
defied,
What's her
even by
name?
those who
Shoot,
see
my
it
brain.
coming. Time abides.
Not Azeroth.
no
Oh,
reason,
what's the name of that girl? This
for
Rhine
it
daughter.
deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
Or is that Azeroth? I can't remember. Does the unknown god have a name? I think it's either her, or she's Azeroth, or what? The hell?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
What the hell? That's the one. This is the god that A bases her stuff
This
on.
looks more like Rhine daughter's doing. Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
There's Rhine daughter. Wow. Okay, she is golden. The gold Rhine daughter.
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless.
You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything.
Oh yeah,
for
she
your
consumed
amusement.
the ruler of life.
Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still.
Yeah, she
continue
consumed
to
the ruler
voice
of
my
life. Dang, she's part of the
disapproval.
Hex Kernel, the ruler of life, and the center.
You have my respect, Nibirius.
Nibirius, okay.
Your
That's her
nagging
name.
is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
Dude, this girl just wants everything. She got all the power. She's got 3 different titles. Almost
And you,
4.
Istaroth, why did you bestow history upon them?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not?
Wait, is that Vinci's voice
After
actor?
all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Oh, so she's Azeroth.
Well,
Asmodee.
perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time. But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
Yeah, because she's over death, right? Trying to remember the details and the context between everybody is going to be hard because it's been a while since I looked this deep into the lore. The design, I can tell they're all supposed to be like the same person, aren't they? Like they're all outside of
These
Granddaughter.
meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should
That
find
is
her.
Vinci's voice actor.
Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if she just switched sides? Finding her would do more harm than
Don't
good.
tell me that's Paimon who's Asmodee.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
They have to be talking about Paimon.
Do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
What the fuck? There's no way Homie's is watching them.
I remember those eyes.
There's no way Homie's watching them.
It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Why is she? Oh, I highly doubt that the shades are going to be playable. It just doesn't make any sense. But they're designed so well, at least in animated form. They designed like a playable character. Tui Harbinger #1.
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsas helped him let go of his past obsessions.
The Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken. If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either.
My dear Rhine-daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
She got 2 different
For
pupils.
lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
Oh my goodness.
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin.
I can already tell this homie's not going to be playable. He's going to die, or he's going to be a different form
People
when
have
you fight him.
always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution. And what of it? Lives will be lost. A nation brought to ruin.
Wow. This areas they're showing are very pretty.
It is nothing I have not endured.
Is that the city we're gonna have for next? That's an interesting city.
I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god? The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
Yo. Oh, they're gonna show us a little bit more of what they're planning? Are they finally gonna show what they're
Inspection over.
planning?
Return to your posts.
Make sure
Those
the
some cool ass
crossings
for
don't pose a
2D
threat.
designs, yo.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
Oh shoot, there's Columbia. Is it Columbia? 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 I don't know how to say her code, her Fatui name. It's Columbia, right? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So she's either going to be a playable character or she's gonna die. Like most Genshin and Impact characters, either they're playable or they die when they're part of the Fatui. It's 50-50. Wow, that didn't even feel like 8 minutes. I feel like there was not a lot of time. I think they spent a lot of time on that intro. But I need to go through it again and remember everybody's names, because a lot of times animations like this give me a good idea of people's names, because I know their names, but just trying to stick them to which one is which. I know Asmodee is the one that's the space-time god, I believe. And that's the one I believe Paimon is. My theory is that Paimon, the god, was like, they did it because that's what they were, that's what they have to do, is get rid of any loose ends like that. Like, okay, they came into this world, they have to separate them, but I guarantee you she's probably like, man, F this, I'm just going to become the ally of these people and to see if they're going to push back on the heavenly principles, because I don't agree with them. And I wonder how the Traveler is going to feel if Paimon is Asmodee. If she's going to be like, man, you got me this far, man. I know what you did at the beginning, but we'll figure out why you did it in the first place. So that's not sweat it. Or they're going to be like, well, F you, Paimon. Highly doubt they're going to be like, F you, Paimon. I don't think they're ever going to go that way, because Paimon's such an intricate detail of the UI and just how everything works, and even explaining things and doing events. So I'm guessing even if it finds out Paimon is like, is the op or was an op, I guarantee the Traveler's gonna be like, whatever, damage is done. And I guarantee you, regardless if Paimon continues to be our guide in the next chapter or not, we're gonna solve this for the most part before the next chapter goes on. And I highly either Paimon's gonna be gone and we're gonna have a new guide. Highly doubt it, because the UI is so intricate on Paimon, or we're gonna find a way to this, accept Paimon for who she is, and maybe she'll just stay like that forever. I don't know. I can totally see them doing that. But other than that, I think this is really, really, really interesting. I need to brush up on my lore, bro. I'm so sorry if I sounded ignorant. Halfway ignorant. I know I got some things right, but I know I'm a little ignorant right now. It's been a while. I've been busy. But I'll brush up on my lore. I know there's some good Genshin Impact lore people online, so I catch up, and there's too many books in the game, but I'll keep an eye on that as well. But yes, thank you everybody. I hope to see you guys next video in the stream. And yeah, tell me what you guys think down below and your theories, especially those who are really good and remember all the details. Tell me what you think down below. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What are you